glory nation, Southern Africa. 2023 is upon us. In 2022, we heard God speak of expansion and pioneering. We heard him calling us to think bigger, to expand the places of our habitation. I believe he's continuing to say that to us in 2023. But in addition, I hear him adding the voice of his comfort. Especially, I hear him calling to the church in Southern Africa, be comforted, receive my love. For I am pleased with you and I am calling you up. I am calling you up to a place of greater intimacy and a greater authority with me. For indeed, I will pour out my love to this nation through you. He's calling us to rest in his presence and to press into knowing him more. Indeed, miracles will come, but they will come as we partner with his purposes, as we lay our head on his breast and hear his heartbeat for the people around us. Indeed, miracles will come as we flow with what he is saying, as we walk according to his word, as we do the things he has called us to do. I hear him saying, I'm doing a new thing in South Africa. I'm calling her out of her distress into my love. I have seen the pain and devastation in the nation, and I'm pouring out my love as a balm upon the open wound. My promises over her remain. They remain true, and I will bring them to pass. I'm calling my church to speak of my goodness and to proclaim the day of restoration and rebuilding. Do not fear the chaos that you see around you, for my spirit is hovering over it, and my word is going forth in power to recreate what has been devastated. I have prepared my church. I have removed much of her double-mindedness, and she is ready to carry my glory into the nation. I'm calling my church to dig wells of faith. I'm calling my church to dig wells in my presence. I'm calling my church to prepare places of worship and praise. In these places, I will cause the blind to see, the crippled to walk, and the sick to be made well. I am bringing extraordinary miracles of healing and provision. I see God opening a well of faith in our midst. It's not a new well, it's an old well that has been dug for generations in our nations. I see him and calling us back, and I hear him calling us back to return to the faith of John G. Lake, of Smith Wigglesworth, of Nicholas Bengu, of the great men of old who have declared God's purposes and have brought forth God's kingdom with great power. I hear him saying, I am the God who heals you. I am the God who provides for you. I am the God who delivers and the God who saves. Do not look to other things, but look to me, for I am enough. There are no so safe places left in the world, yet I am safe. In me, all the desires of your heart will be met, and all the glory of my Son will be seen. Specifically, I see, as I glance across the nation in the spirit, I see that there are many leaders who have faced great difficulty and great loss over the past 18 months or so. And I hear the Lord saying to you that he is rebuilding your testimony. He is repairing what was broken and establishing you in greater measure and in a more influential way. For those who have persevered and trusted me through the season, I am crowning you with greater authority and grace for leadership and for kingdom advancement. I have been at work in the hearts of many unbelievers. As I have plowed the soil of my church, so I have plowed the soil of many unbelievers' hearts. I have prepared a nation for the message that you carry. I hear the Lord saying, do not shrink back from sharing all that is in your heart. There is a new boldness coming upon my church. There's a new boldness coming upon you. And I hear the Lord saying, step out, speak. Proclaim, declare my goodness, for indeed I am pouring out my goodness in this nation, and as you proclaim it, many will run to the demonstration of my love, to the words and the message that you carry. Do not fear, do not shrink back, I am with you. I hear the Lord saying this over the nation. It is time for Jesus to get his great reward in South Africa. And I hear him asking us to carry his glory into the places where people haven't known Christ. I see us carrying the light of his presence into the streets of this nation, into the dark places of this nation, into intellectually dark places, but perhaps intellectually worldly wise, but spiritually dark places of this nation. And I see the Lord rising upon us in glory. The scripture he gave to me is similar to the scripture he gave to us in 2022, which was Isaiah 54, the first few verses. But now I hear him speaking from verse 11 onwards, and I'm going to read it to you. O afflicted city, lashed by storms and not comforted, I will build you with stones of turquoise, your foundations with sapphires. I will make your battlements of rubies, your gates of sparkling jewels, and all your walls of precious stones. All your sons will be taught by the Lord, and great will be your children's peace. In righteousness you will be established. Tyranny will be far from you. You will have nothing to fear. Terror will be far removed. It will not come near you. If anyone does attack you, it will not be my doing. Whoever attacks you will surrender to you. There is a comfort and a victory coming upon God's church. There's a delight in his church that he is pouring out upon us. There's promises he's making to you for you and your children and your children's children. Be comforted by the Lord, receive his presence, and declare his goodness, for you will see the vindication of the Lord in everything you do.